Hey there friends and bonjour! Today we have another amazing zoo for me to tour. It is called Les Milles Grues, or The Thousand Cranes, by the part-time builder and part-time genius Nausicaä. And as you can tell, it is an animal sanctuary set in the French Pyrenees. It combines wonderful, realistic atmosphere with smart habitat design and quirky theming. Let's go! Hey there friends, you saw the intro, let's jump right in. We are visiting, as I said, Les Milles Grues, set in the French Pyrenees. We are walking past some farmland, as you can see, with beautiful stacked hay bales over there and a tractor. And this is the beautiful opening sign, Les Milles Grues, meaning the Thousand Cranes. It's Sanctuaire de la Faune Sauvage. It is a sanctuary of wildlife fauna. The entry is 50 meters to our right. So we have a beautiful parking lot here, and the entrance is here to our right with a little clearance of 2 meters. I think we can just fit our explore mode character. It's just shy of 2 meters, as you can see. This wonderful parking lot here with a typical, you can just imagine the sound of tires over these little pebbles here. But yeah, one thing that I know about Nausicaä is that we're going to be seeing a lot of beautiful architecture, but also sculptures. This parrot sculpture here just is an opening taste of the beautiful things that she accomplishes. And yeah, this is handmade by her, custom made in the game, and you'll see plenty more of that as we continue. So we have here, you can just imagine the sound here of the parrots screeching and welcoming you to this sanctuary. A wonderful aviary here with a whole bunch of the blue hyacinth macaws, I believe they're called. And yeah, if you've ever seen parrots in a zoo, especially a large group like this, you can just imagine the screeches that they would be projecting into the morning. And that woman is in awe of the beautiful parrots. I love it. They have a little indoor section here with a heater, which, you know, they're protected from touching. Wonderful. Let's head into the this is where we buy our tickets or ask for information. We scan it here and we go on through. We have a little map here. As you can see, it's in French because of course the creator is French and the map is in French. I am somewhat accustomed to French, being Belgian, so I can sort of guide you through most of this. But we'll be following the route, that Nausicaä has spelled out for us, which means we will go here, do this little loop, and take it from there. The rest sort of speaks for itself. And as you can see, there is sort of a focus on European animals, and then a slight, little diversions here into more farther away corners of the earth. So we're not going to go there just yet, this direction. We're going to head to the visitor center. That is a staff area that I'll show you later, but we need to go to the visitor center where we get the principles of this place, their mission, beautiful roof. That's also something we need to look at. This is how the refuge was built, its genesis, the history of it. Probably it looks like farmland that was built and developed further. But just such a lovely atmospheric building. I don't know why. I said this, just a quick distraction. I visited the zoo, the sanctuary rather, Pause, by Digital Blob. And when I visited that place, it felt to me like England. And this place feels to me like France. And maybe that's just like my pre-knowledge of both France and England speaking to me. But you can tell that both these creators are building something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but this feels to me like a French place. Maybe it's the mountains, maybe it's the colors, the architecture, or the rocks there. But this feels like France to me. In case you don't know, the French Pyrenees and the Spanish Pyrenees is the border of France and Spain. And yeah, this is a beautiful roof in a very atmospheric gift shop with a look here at the backstage facilities. Look at that, it's so cool. I love it. Just gonna grab ourselves a little statue. I think I'll grab one of these. I think this is what I would buy legitimately if I could. Is that on the Planet Zoo store actually? I should check that out and maybe buy it for real. So we are going to leave the little shop and not head here just yet, although it looks tempting. We need to go over here because there's yet another beautiful thing for us to check out. But I think we're going to have a little rest on this bench here first at this beautiful pond to show you this beautiful again custom made statues by Nausicaä of these two cranes, so creative with these lanterns as their head. And then we have the swans and their goslings, I believe it's called, and a little frog. As you can see, a beautiful little pond with the beautiful statues here. Just something I needed to show you before we started. But yeah, I'm a little bit hungry. Let's have some breakfast here at the bistro. And again, this is just oozing with atmosphere. Maybe it's the time of day, the shadows hitting just right, the color of the plaster, the color of these bricks, the wood, the mesh on top, the little lamps, the perfect choice of foliage here. But there's so much. This is such a real place to me. And the way it's kind of like very cramped together. And we have to check out the interior, absolutely, of the bistro Servi. And if I'm not mistaken, Servi is like a deer or something. Let me just look that up right quick, what Servi actually means. I think it's like a deer. Yeah, just looked it up. It doesn't quite mean deer, but it's a related word. You get the toilet back there, a wonderful screen displaying the wildlife. Beautiful little bar here with the plants here, the drinks back there, someone ready to serve us, and it just keeps coming, the beautiful detail here, because you get a wonderful seating area with a view of things to come. These deer, which, you know, makes sense as the name of the place is a reference to these animals. But look at these wonderfully accomplished windows, the depth of these walls, the handles on those windows, the view we get outside. What a wonderful place. A place to get your crepes or your omelette. Yeah. Love it. But we are here to see wildlife as well as we admire the stunning architecture at play here. We were instructed to visit the wolves first. This is a wonderful section with the Hermann's tortoise. I believe in the modded version of this zoo there's actually one in here. That's not the case right now because I you know, this is the most up-to-date version of the zoo. But just imagine a little tortoise strolling around here in the sun, and then should it be needed, this can be closed around it. Wonderful sense of detail once again. And let us continue to Le loup dans la bergerie, which I believe means the wolf in the sheepfold. We are going to head into this beautiful building. Look at those. Look at this. It's so nice. The detail going in here. It's not easy to accomplish, but like these windows are just... There's so many pieces involved in creating a simple window because that's what real windows look like. But this is the wolf building. And the wolf, of course, as we are taught here you know, there's some ancient grievances we have against wolves. They are, you know, they kill hoofstock, they kill people. You know, they are an animal that faces a lot of prejudice, which is true, but there's also facts involved. They are very close to extinction, and they are very important for the ecosystem. We get a beautiful little display here of the wolf with the backdrop of these mountains there. This is the grey wolf, and we get a first wonderful, beautiful viewing window of the wolves here. Beautiful forested area. We get an awesome looking black wolf back there. So cool. Yeah, just amazing atmosphere here. Again, the roof itself here. If you can't tell, there's so many pieces involved in constructing this. I love it. And then we are heading down this tunnel because we are sort of going to be surprised here. There's a whole bunch of wolf phrases here. But what I am interested in mostly is what we are actually seeing. We are heading down a tunnel and we get these amazing views, like eye level or even lower, looking at the wolves here. We might get lucky, but what's even more cool is these windows on top. Because every now and then, when you get lucky, a wolf will actually walk over top you, and that is such a wonderful, wonderful idea. And I think I'm gonna hang out here until we see one do that actually. And there we go. There's even two of them. It's sort of ruined the vibe that they're walking through each other. But there you go. Two wolves overhead above us. We can see their footpads there. And that is, oh, there's even another one. Oh my god, that is so cool. That is so cool. This is such a wonderful area. The way we are headed downwards at this angle. The wooden retaining walls protecting us from the dirt outside. This viewing window. And then this to really tie it together. Wonderful. And then we are back here, and the way the terrain works, we are still at eye level with the wolves. And this is what wolves eat in the wild, in the Alps. 76% is wildlife and 16% is domestic animals. And here we get a guide to the wolves living here with all their names. Seems like there's 3 of those black wolves here. The rest is the regular and amazing viewing windows with seats for you or maybe for kids. And the wolves have a lot of space and a lot of privacy. And yeah, I'm really impressed with this first habitat. Because they really are all around us. We are in the middle of their territory. And everywhere you turn, you will see them on top of this hill, over us, beside us. And the planting and everything, the trees, it all is absolutely brilliant. I knew this coming in because I had seen plenty of Les Milles Grues before touring it, but being there, and really touring it in explore mode always is, oh, can you just imagine the view here? A wolf completely at the level of your face, walking past. A very unique, very unique. A wonderful first impression, and we are going to slowly head back up with these skylights. Maybe one last wolf here. We get their awesome cave, but I think they're all at the other end. Oh, nope, there they come. The wonderful wolf troop. Gorgeous. Fantastic. So much atmosphere. And we continue. first we head to the lynx here, with this wonderful shaded viewing area of their amazing habitat. Look at the difference in elevation, the rocks there, the cool wall at the back hiding the barrier but keeping those things intact. I say that now, that's not a custom thing, is it? No, it's the barrier, right? Still, but such a good idea to hide the barrier portion but keep that intact. And we get 2 lynxes here of varying coloration, and they have a lot of space. There's a baby there, I think, or maybe just a third lynx, I'm not sure, but they have plenty of place to climb and to roam. And yeah, the way those trees are protected from being climbed. But this, guys, this is what I came here to show you. When I saw this for the first time, I knew right away I needed to visit this tour and showcase it to you. And that is this aviary, which has, I believe, a whole bunch of European birds of prey, if I'm not mistaken. But first of all, just check out, again, these wonderful sculptures here of these birds of prey, and then you get the aviary back there. But it's not just birds that live there. I was in awe when I first saw this habitat. Something about it really spoke to me immediately, and I knew I wanted to visit it. So yeah, we'll head down there, but just check out the beautiful pathing details here. I've not been looking at it this closely, but let's head here first, this way, to, I think, this is, oh yes, this is what I think, whoops, this is what I think it is, and that is like, I would say for children, but you know, I don't judge anyone. I think as an adult you're absolutely permitted to climb in here, but like a wonderful viewing area of the lynx in a fallen tree trunk, and there you get one of them. Such a weird, unique little animal with a tiny tail. That one's gone to sleep. I love it. I'm glad I went here. All right. To enter the aviary, this is the way to go. I don't want to spoil it yet until we are here. And here we go. These birds are all bird statues. So there's no bird moths in here, although some of these think I exist, but I appreciate the way they've been designed here. But what really stands out to me, you get these goats here, right? The alpine ibex. And something about this, like the very green grass with the rocks, and then the arrowwood plants, and the way you have these little mountain areas all around us. I don't know, and then those pillars here, that is absolutely beautiful. And I don't know, maybe you guys you just agree with me, you don't need me to explain it, but the colors at play here, like the very green color contrasted with the gray and the white, and then the wide blue sky above us. It is so good. Just look at this. It's a small area, really. This is not a giant habitat, but I don't know. It's so beautiful. Just look at this waterfall spouting from these like little bunkers, little ruins, with the vultures resting there. And the way it's all constructed and layered, the elevation here. I am absolutely in love with this section. It is, I think, even at the end of the tour, this is going to be my highlight here. It is so good. Nausicaä, you're bound to watch this. This is absolutely beautiful. I really mean it. I don't know if you completely created this out of you know, maybe you based it on a real place, but still, this is mastery of the game and of habitat design. It really is. And now we're gonna get a different look from that building there, which, by the way, look at this viewing. Look at the way this is constructed with the mesh. It's just amazing. We don't want to miss out on this. So here we go. This beautiful building with the aviary leaning against it. A wonderful sculpture once again. And here you go. Absolute perfection. Really, I really mean it. If I can build something like this, you know, I'll retire peacefully. I don't know why. Maybe I'm a bit crazy. It's like the same. Again, I'm referring to another habitat. It's the same feel I had when I visited the snow leopard habitat in Paz. That feeling like this is a real habitat. You can absolutely, very easily imagine this to be a real place in the real world. And whenever I get to those things in zoo tours, I am just speechless. This is a real place. This is just a real place. Anyway, with pain in my heart, I'm going to move on. We get sort of a glimpse here into the wolf habitat, which is a nice little touch for good photo opportunities, I guess. And then we head back here to continue our visit of this wonderful place. Excuse me, friends, I was actually mistaken. This leads you back to the wolves and the lynx. We need to head down here for another, I already saw this, another wonderful habitat. While we admire the planting here. This is the river of the otters. Get some teasers as to what's coming. Educational signs for the small clawed otter. And to our right we can already see sort of what's coming, but the best view is yet to come. We are first, let's allow ourselves to be distracted here by this habitat. I hope one of them pops up sooner rather than later, because there is something in here. I assure you. Maybe you can sort of guess already that it is the red panda. I wanna know where they are. Where are you guys? Oh, they're just sleeping. Okay. One of them is down there, one of them is in the shelter. I'm not going to bother them. But yeah. Beautiful little climbing frames here. The sheep back there are distracting us, but I'm saving you guys for later. But a gorgeous little habitat. But this is really what I came here to show you. The Otter River, which starts from here, and then you get sort of this feeling of a mountain river. Almost feels like the water is sort of elevated and coming down, which is just, you know, a trick of the scenery really. But the way this river is sort of built with man-made structures as well. You get this very clear water with these wonderful otters. You can just imagine the cuteness at play here. Such amazing little guys. Is that a baby, by the way? I think it is. I love this so much, this Otter River. Such a beautiful, quaint little, cute little habitat. And we get the crane peeking through here. I very much believe that is deliberate with the gap here in the bamboo. Oh, that otter was doing some crazy magic tricks. Let's ignore that for now. And the tanuki. Probably one of the most recent additions here. They get this little grove, this little hollow here with the Japanese looking bushes at least. and we are protected from falling in, and then it's sort of sloping down, so it's kind of really a hole down there for these really unique animals, which, to be honest, I believe, you know, they're very iconic and important to Japanese culture, but I don't think there's many people in the West that really know of this animal's existence. Is it a dog? Is it a raccoon? Well, it's both. Right. We continue a little bit of backtracking, but that's okay because, you know, it's all beautiful. But we are heading down this area. And guys, is it just me? Have I been missing out on the Planet Zoo maps? Because I didn't know this existed. But the vibe that these mountains give as a backdrop is just fantastic. But here we get the why is the word suddenly escaping me? The meerkat. Sorry, wow. Why was I forgetting? This is the meerkat habitat, and it is pretty big, and they have this really cool overhead bridge to get over the... This is where they can play in the water because, you know, they deserve a little bit of moisturizing. Another plan of the park, but we are heading here at the Caracal roundabout. Right, so we're going to walk around the Caracal while visiting other animals. That's such funny little theming, the Caracal roundabout. So we'll check out the Caracal first of all, and then walk around it while we check out the rest. I know this sign says Serval. I believe that is because this zoo does include some modded animals, but I was sort of asked to tour this one as it's the most recent version. And yeah, you get this road which continues into the Caracal habitat. That is such a nice touch and very realistic zoo design also. I think the one that's in here just ran indoors. Come on, little guy. But I love it so much, the way the barrier also slopes down and then up again. Really, really love it. Let's check out the meerkats here. We are going to walk under their bridge. And we are now surrounded by them. And a really cool habitat design here where the meerkat in most cases is at an eye level view. In many zoos you will sort of have the meerkat down there, right? You have this low fence and they're down there, but in this they're actually above you in many cases, offering you a new perspective on this very popular zoo animal. Love it! I truly love it. Oh, there you saw the tail of one running above us. The Caracal seems to still be asleep, so let us check out the next animal in this tour. No, this is another view here at the meerkat, but here we get the dromedary and the oryx. And I believe this is a wonderful place to rest and then check out their little plain here. Yes, their shelter is actually shaped like a gas station. That is such a cute, funny little design quirk. That is a gas station shelter for the dromedary. And I believe I saw a baby oryx back there. That is such a funny little touch. The theming is cute, I have to admit. Caracal is still a no-show, so we'll check out the oryx here and the dromedary. There might only be one of each in here, or two of the oryxes at least. Wonderful plants separating us from the animals. but I'm just really enamored by the theming here. And also this road, again, this road that's continues from the gas station into the caracal habitat, and you even get the car here, which you can, you know, especially if you're visiting with kids, you would just put them in here and get a really funny little experience with the caracal, which might even jump onto this, and I really offer you a once in a lifetime experience. So creative, really. And there you get the animal that we're talking about, just posing amazingly on that rock before continuing on its merry way. This is such funny little theme. Well, it's not little, it's but I love it. Very creative, very well made. And just, guys, something you really need to look at is just the differences in elevation at play. You don't notice it while visiting, but the whole area keeps going up and down because we are in a mountainous area, first of all. But it really offers unique views that otherwise you wouldn't get. It also means that a lot of the zoo is hidden from you at most times because, you know, there's just a whole bunch of zoo behind this that you cannot see, and it just adds to this very open mountainous vibe, which I appreciate. So I just have to wonder, is there one or two of them in here? I think there's going to be two then, or I don't know. Doesn't matter. We continue. We get the I believe this is the Persian fallow deer, in game at least. We get the restaurant back there with a great view. And there we get the male sprinting down there. Beautiful little hill with the rocks. So green, everything's so green. Let's go grab a drink for a final look here at the dromedary and the oryx. And there we have, oh, it's actually a mix of the red deer. This is an all male group, it seems like, which is not uncommon at all in zoos. You see a lot of creators, including me. Oh my god, are they actually chopping down the tree outside my window, or are they just doing maintenance? Little candid moment there for you. I think they're just doing maintenance. I hope so, because I live for that tree. It's amazing. Seems like they're just doing maintenance. Anyway, yeah, you might even hear it in the microphone, but I'm going to keep that audio in, I guess. So yeah, bachelor groups, very common in zoos, uncommon in most planned zoo creations, and I think in the future I'm going to pay more attention to that realism aspect of it. Alright, our next stop will be to our left. We get some backstage. Hang on, is that backstage? There's people. It is backstage. But we are heading past this wonderful looking environment. We're going to head to the left first. These people are convinced that this is the greatest view they can have of this Somali wild ass. And I guess it's a view, but come on, gentlemen. Please take your assortment of children and actually head down to the ideal viewing place. These kids can't even see it. They're like, what are you looking at, papa? I can see absolument rien. Let's actually, yeah, come on guys, follow me. I know how to look at these animals. These people also have the right idea. Let's just follow them along past this beautiful tree, which is decorated with some ivy, as you can see. It's all in the little touches. And we get the ferme pédagogique, pédagogique. That doesn't sound right. With little French I know, pédagogique, perhaps it is. But this is an educational farm. Let's just say that. A little petting farm. Oh my god, that's too much noise. I'm gonna pause the recording here until these guys are done cutting, maintaining the little tree out there. Sorry guys. Alright, they've moved on to another tree. It's pédagogique, excuse me. But this is the pédagogique farm, the educational farm. Let's actually tour the outside first. We get the Highland cow here. Look at the elevation here. I've noticed it's part of the map actually. Like the map itself is also has these elevations, so I'm not sure how much of this is down to the creator and how much of it was already embedded in the map. But it doesn't matter. Look at this wonderful, I love the green and the blue here. It works together so well. But we get this amazing little section. I know I called this the Somali wild ass a while ago. This is just the American standard donkey, isn't it? It is the Somali wild ass. Yes, I'm actually proud of myself. But isn't this the... Okay, they're mixed together. That explains everything. So we get the donkey mixed together with their sort of wilder cousin. And let's follow these very enthusiastic people in here as we get the interior section there, the stables with explanation. Explaining that the most of these highland cattle are, I believe, raised in Finland and France. Fun little fact there for you. So we get the cattle here. We get Gandalf and Sam. And they have been taken into this refuge because their previous owner did not care for them very well, Gandalf and Sam. And we get another wonderful opportunity to view them here. Look at them. I love it. And they can also go all the way up here. And at this side we get another very charismatic bunch of guys, the alpaca. And we have the opportunity here to perhaps give them a little pet. Very spacious habitats, you have to say. And also just a beautifully designed building. It's just you know, realistic. I don't think there's much you need to add to this to make it look like a real place, with the flower pots as lamps and the skylights and the man, I can't do this. I mean, I physically can, but I mentally can't, right? I just don't have the wherewithal, the knowledge, the patience to make a building look this good. Very, very well done. And there's something exciting coming up, and I believe, I don't know where it is. Yes, this is sort of a fairy tale little environment, I believe. I think this is it, right? First of all, we get the 3 little pigs. The 3 piglets? What's it called in English? Oh. These people are staring at this educational info. Oh, they have phased out of existence. Anyway, we get these really funny. This is also, I don't know, I visited France a few times, and something about this again, really, it's really European, right? Let's say that at the very least. These reconstructions of fairy tales are very whimsical and funny. And then we get, as expected, the pigs here, which we can go up and pet. But who is hiding here in the bushes? It is, of course, the big wolf. And we get a house from straw, a house from wood, and a house made of bricks with a pig actually resting in there. So cool, so much atmosphere. And here we get the little goats here with their funny little castle. They can actually, can they actually get up here? Is this traversable? I hope it is. Let's check if they can. They can, and maybe they do sometimes. Let's just place one up there to have a little view here of the goat on top and watch as it heads down. This is so funny, so well made, very inspirational. Oh my god. Let us feast our eyes on this beautiful sight. That is the goat, but that is also the goat. That is the new Michael Jackson doing the lean in the opposite direction. But I also just noticed that you can actually head up here as well to check out this fine gentleman who is admiring the view of the sun. In fact, he's doing some sun worshipping. All praise the wonderful orb that lights our way. She's going to do it too, I can sense it. Nope, well, kind of, she's kind of doing it. Just a little sun praising, as you do. I think everyone who visits this sanctuary needs to do a little sun praising here. She's checking out the other side, that's fair. But let's jump down here. This is so good. I love it. And I think there's a playground here, an actually completely built out playground. We get a beautiful picnic section here with this kind of asymmetrical gazebo above us. Look at how this was constructed. And oh, that's actually a big teaser for what's to come. Am I following it? Am I doing this in the right direction? I wasn't expecting to see the rhinos already, but there you go. You have the black buck and the Indian rhinoceros, and they have a little baby rhinoceros. And I believe the nilgai, yes, there we go, is in here as well. But I want to follow the trajectory that seems obvious, which means we actually need to head back. Yep, we're going to head back. So we're going to go here first, because this seems to be the right way to visit this. Look at this beautiful sign, the Valley of the Rhinoceros, and then please do not get on top of this statue. But you know what, Nausicaä, I'm doing it. Just like that guy praising the sun on top of, we're getting onto the rhino statue. And there we go, the Valley of the Rhino. Get a whole bunch of information here. Oh, another wonderful view of the alpaca. And here we get a first view of their little valley with plenty of inhabitants. And these, oh my god, look at this beautiful buildings, the way you can already see what's going on inside. The modern interpretation of the architecture. So good. Atmospheric here with the bamboo poking through the fences. Another view here at the rhino, the nilgai, and the blackbuck. And they can actually visit this side as well. This seems to be the rhino's shelter or stable, if you will. It seems like they have some sort of bridge there, land bridge connecting two parts of the habitat. I love these supporting logs as well, upkeeping the whole thing stable. Check out the nilgai females down there. One of them is taking a swim. I love these bridges here connecting the habitat and then the planted areas in between, which means you can separate the animals or sort of rotate or do whatever with it. Very realistic, in fact. And there's lots of traffic going on in between these habitats. This is a spacious place. There's a lot of room for these guys. You have to You have to appreciate it, just how much room they have. This is a very large habitat for them. It seems like they, you know, like all animals in all zoos, they clearly have like a preferred spot to hang out close to the food and the water, but they have so much room, and I really, really love that. But these buildings, look at those gutters, those roofs, those windows. It's so sleek. I love it. Can't wait until I'm in there as we continue checking out this wonderful valley here. Oh my god, this is so big. Oh no, yes, there's even more animals. It's the wild water buffalo. And the tapir. I did not know this was in here at all. But can you guys just appreciate with me the beautiful way we've been sloping up, and then we get this surprise habitat kind of like hidden away here behind the building with the buffalo. Let's check out where the tapir is. The buffalo is up there. Beautiful. I sort of expected the tapir to be swimming somewhere. Look at the way the forest there sort of suggests that the forest just continues from there. Beautiful rocks planted there. There goes the tapir. You never see a tapir at full sprint. What a funky little sprint. But look at the rocks here, the logs here. I love it, the waterfall back there. Let's actually head in here first before we appreciate. Oh, yes, 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 yes. How did you do this? That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. This is where the rhino, I believe, probably has to sleep at night. They have their little pool here. One of them actually is inside. Oh, look at the way the light hits. Oh, you have to clap. Look at the light is not created by Nausicaä, of course, but clearly, by the way, the zoo loads in with the light at this time of day, and I think that's deliberate. Or I would think so. That's how the way the light hits this building at this moment in time. Beautiful windows, the lights are all on, adding more atmosphere. And this is a humbling little display here, explaining just how many of these wonderful rhinos still exists in the wild. The white rhinoceros doing rather between parentheses well. The black rhino, not as much. The Indian rhino, the Javan rhino, and then you get to the Sumatran rhino, which can be counted in just double digits. Guys, once again, not just zoos, but I even believe like games about zoos should really spur you into having a heart for wildlife and wildlife conservation, because you know, if you're pessimistic, like I am sometimes, then you could genuinely believe that we are living in the last few decades/centuries for animals that humans regard as iconic, but are absolutely on the brink of disappearing from the wild altogether. And that just means it's going to be disastrous for nature, and things that are disastrous for nature are disastrous for us as well. As much as we have removed ourselves from the natural world, if nature collapses, we go along with it. That's just fact. When predators disappear, when prey disappears, when things that, you know, when beautiful things like this disappear from the world will suffer from it. It truly will. But this is a gorgeous little set piece here with these amazing buffaloes. And the waterfall here, and just one very hype tapir. Having a lot of fun. I think he's ramping up for another run. There he goes. Absolutely having the time of his life back there, that tapir. And here we get the namesake of the zoo, the crane. And look at that, guys. They have a little nest with 2 eggs. They shouldn't they be sitting on the nest, actually? I don't think that's good for the eggs if they're not being sat upon. But a cute. I'm really messing up my pronunciation here, but a quaint and cute is what I was trying to go for. Little habitat for this pair of cranes, which is breeding to receive more wonderful little baby cranes into the world. Does this zoo still have something to surprise us with? I know there's a playground, there we go, coming up. And you have to admire the work going into a playground, knowing that the guests cannot interact with it. But look at this, things to crawl under, things to crawl on top of. Oh my god, look at a tractor built out of wood, logs and wheels. Oh, this is the thumbnail. And then like a bicycle wheel. So creative, these amazing little swings. This is so much fun. I just wish for Plant Zoo to, more than anything, I wish that guests had more to do and could actually interact with something like this, because you know, this slide and everything is a lot of objects to build, and it's a kind of a shame that you don't actually get to see these kids interacting with it, because this is so much fun. And I actually believe we have visited the sanctuary in its entirety. It is not a massive place, as you can see, but however, what it perhaps doesn't have in quantity, it absolutely makes up for it in... Hey, did we miss these sheep? We kind of did. They're not really there for public viewing so much, it seems. They, it's possible to see them in a place like yeah, they're not really supposed to be viewed extensively by the guests, it looks like. But you have this cute little sheep habitat with these plants protected from them. But yeah, if we just do a little view like this from here, this is a fantastic creation. We didn't check out this backstage as much, but a fantastic creation all the same. Just fantastic theming, the detail going in here, the realism involved in all of this, and also really spacious habitats for the animals. Wow, that was a cool sun ring. But look at this. This is an unused habitat, so it is far more overgrown than the other ones because it's currently not in use. So it has these custom feeders not being used, while this one is amazing. The Rhino Valley, definitely a highlight. The way it takes you on a loop, and then this forest as a backdrop here. The lynx habitat. Looking at things from above is always nice, because you can see so much more. This, this is hidden from view. You can't really see everything in here. But yes, it was an absolute joy visiting Les Milles Grues. This again, now that I've seen everything, I still think this is my favorite place. This is so good. I absolutely love this. But guys, if I haven't said that yet, I don't think I have. Go check out this zoo on the workshop. Go check out what Nausicaä has uploaded on her channel. show them some love. They are an amazing creator, and in fact, if you haven't seen it yet, they have also built for me in Bolo Bolo, and that is the other video uploaded today, so go and check that out as well. And if you like zoo tours like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to see more of them in the future. This is Jelbu wishing you a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you next time.